This is a walkthrough of a second grade civics lesson that focuses on the standard, the common good, using the book All Are Welcome. In Maryland, in second grade, one of the civics standards is focusing on the common good with the essential question, why are decisions made on behalf of the common good? Students will analyze the role of the common good by defining equality as the same freedoms that are held by all people. So then we're going to introduce this by saying, what does it really mean when we say all are welcome? Let students share their ideas. Could be maybe treating people fairly or kindly, including other people. And you could add all of those student ideas to the whiteboard, to the chart paper, and then remind the students that when everyone has the same freedoms, that's what's called equality. Then you're going to ask them to think about a time when they saw someone treated unfairly and have them think about what could have been done instead to treat that person fairly. So it's relating this right back to themselves. And then maybe ask some students to share their responses. And then you're going to introduce today's read aloud of All Are Welcome. In the story, you're going to follow a group of children through the day in the life of their school. So it's going to be very relatable to the students in your classroom. You're going to introduce the essential question, why are decisions made on behalf of the common good? You can adjust this based on your state standards. We're also going to make sure that we define what common good is for the students. It just means that doing things that are good for everyone in the community, not just for one person. And you could do that. Maybe the students know what common good is or not. But as you are presenting this, that definition at the bottom isn't going to appear at first, but this pops up if when you click the next for the next slide, that'll show. So then everybody has the same definition for common good. And then you're going to read the story. As you're reading it, tell the students that they should be listening for ways that the children in the story are different from one another and how they're all treated the same at school. If you don't have the book, the hard copy of the book, you can go along to this next slide. This is hidden. You would have to hide slide 8, reveal slide 9, and then that read aloud would pop up. But again, the students are trying to identify ways that the students are different from one another, but also how they're treated the same at school. Then after you're done reading, you review the story. Each one of these questions will come up separately as you go through those. You're going to ask how the children in the story were different from one another, how they were treated the same at school, and then it's going to go down to the question, what does the phrase "all are welcome" tell us about equality? And then you can project this or write this on the whiteboard or chart paper, but we're going to have students think about what equality means, some examples from the story, and then why it helps everyone. So that could be, it's another refresher of that story. And then remind the students about what they learned in the story, that equality means that everyone has the same freedoms and is treated fairly. When we treat people equally, it helps everyone feel welcome and makes our school a better place for all. And again, it goes right back to supporting that idea of the common good. Equality supports it, and it makes the community better for all people. And then there's a writing activity that comes next. You're going to ask the students to brainstorm ways at our school. How can we make sure that everyone is welcome? So you introduce the paper, but you're going to do some brainstorming activity first. And then think of these are some examples. So if the students don't come up with something on their own at our school, we make sure that everyone is welcome by inviting new friends to play. When we do that, everyone has fun and no one feels left out. And we also make new friends and can learn new things. could be a way that you wrap up that brainstorming activity. And then you're going to have the students write their paper and think about ways that they can show equality and support for the common good. And then you want to remind students that when we include everyone and treat them equally, our school and community are stronger. Students then do that writing activity on their own. And that's how you would wrap up the lesson. There is an extension activity with this as well. An equality poster for the school. Students can create posters showing ways to make sure that all are welcome in their school. And there are a couple of poster prompts that you can have this with the students. Like, what does equality look like at our school? What does equality sound like? How does equality help everyone? And then you can post those around the room or in the hallway near your classroom, reminding the students that they should be working toward the common good.